Hello, everyone, and welcome to Parkinson's Voice Group. This is the first set of 2 exercises that will take place today. So let's go ahead and get started with the morning session. So this video will contain vocal warm-ups, reading exercises, cognitive exercises, and a cool down. Remember, the focus of this therapy is to speak with intent. Some tips on how to increase voice level are by taking a deep, big breath before beginning to speak, by using your abdomen muscles to help force air out of your lungs, by maintaining good posture, and by opening your mouth adequately when speaking. Keep those tips in mind throughout this video and in your daily life as well to help increase your voice intensity. Let's go ahead and warm up. As usual, we are going to start this off with the may, me, my, mo, and moo exercise. So for this exercise, we are going to utilize connected speech, meaning that each word bleeds into the next. So we are creating one giant long string of speech. It will sound like this. May, me, my, mo, moo. And we will do this exercise 5 times. All right, let's go ahead and get started with round 1. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. For round 2, ready, set, go. Excellent work. For round 3, ready, set, go. For round 4, ready, set, go. And for round 5, ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. You sounded nice and strong. Let's continue on with that intensity into our next exercise. So for this exercise, we are holding out an ah for 10 seconds. We are going to do this as loud as we can while making sure to shoot for that 75 to 80 decibel range. That level of intensity is safe for our vocal folds, so we don't want to go much higher than that 80 decibel level. We are going to do this exercise 5 times. And during this exercise, we want to try our best to maintain a nice and steady and low-pitched ah that sounds like our natural speaking voice instead of up high in our singing voices. So it should sound like this. Ah. All right, again, there are 5 rounds of this exercise. Let's go ahead and get started. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Take a deep breath, and for round number 2, ready, set, go. Great work. For round number 3, ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Round number 4, keep up that nice loud voice. Ready, set, go. Excellent. And for the last round for this exercise, ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next exercise. So for this, we will be gliding from low to high and then pausing, taking a breath, and then coming back down, gliding from high back to low. We are also going to repeat this exercise 5 times. Let's go ahead and get started. It would sound like this. Ah. Pause. Take a breath. Ah. So, I am not a wonderful singer, but for those of you who are much more skilled than I am, we want to make sure to glide up nice and smoothly and make sure that we are not rushing through this exercise, but holding out a nice long glide from low to high and back down from high to low. All right, again, we will do this exercise 5 times. Remember to stay loud. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. For the next round, ready, set, go. Great work. For round number 3, ready, set, go. Excellent. For round number 4, ready, set, go. Great work. And for the last round, number 5, ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Next up, we have functional phrases. All right, everyone, so for this exercise, we are going to go through each phrase 2 times. We'll start at the top of the list with the phrase, "Hello, dear." Work our way down the list, saying each phrase 1 time, and then we'll start back over at the beginning and go back down the list for the last time. All right, let's go ahead and start. Some things to keep in mind for this exercise are to speak with intent on each and every word. We are also still maintaining that 75 to 80 decibel loudness. Keep those things in mind, and let's go ahead and get started. The first phrase sounds like this. Hello, dear. Ready, set, go. Next we have, do you need help? Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, how was your day? Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, may I have more, please? Ready, set, go. The next one is, I'll go park the car. Ready, set, go. And lastly, we have, the weather is beautiful. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Great job using that intent on each and every word. Let's start back at the top and go through each phrase for the second time. So let's start at the top with the phrase, hello, dear. Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, do you need help? Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, how was your day? Ready, set, go. The next one is, may I have more, please? Ready, set, go. The next one is, I'll go park the car. Ready, set, go. The last one is, the weather is beautiful. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. That effort sounded great. Let's go ahead and move on to counting. For this exercise, we will also go through each line 2 times, but this time we are going to do them 2 times in a row. We also want to make sure we are using intent, but for this exercise, we are going to use that connected speech again, which we used during the may, me, my, mo, moo exercise. So let's start at the first line with 5, and it will sound like this. 5, 10, 15, 20. And again. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, everyone, make sure you're dragging and connecting each word to the next. All right, let's go ahead and get started with that top line. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work. On to the next line, starting with 25. It should sound like this. 25, 30, 35, 40. And again. 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay, everyone. Ready, set, go. And again. Excellent work. On to the next line, starting with 45. It should sound like this. 45, 50, 55, 60. And again. 45, 50, 55, 60. All right, you guys are up. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work, everyone. We are down to the last row, starting with 65. It will sound like this. 65, 70, 75, 80. And again. 65, 70, 75, 80. All right, everyone, let's finish up this last row. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work, everyone. That concludes our counting exercise for today. So let's go ahead and take a quick water break. It's super important to stay hydrated each and every day, but also when we are using our intense speaking voice during all of these exercises. So if you don't have a cup of water right next to you, feel free to pause this video, go fill up a cup, and then come on back. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to this next exercise, which is reading a passage, or I guess a stanza from the Star-Spangled Banner. This is a continuation of the last session's reading. So we are going to go ahead and read each and every word on this slide using intent. If you have a decibel meter or an app on your phone, this would be a great time to utilize that. So feel free to grab that out so you can track your own loudness. Again, we're trying to stay within that 75 to 80 decibel range. So we'll go ahead and I will first demonstrate. We are going to read through this entire passage on the screen, and then I will count you guys off and you will then read it back to me. All right, so this first passage will sound like this. On the shore, dimly seen through the mist of the deep, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence reposes. What is that which the breeze o'er the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses. Now it catches the gleam of the morning's first beam. In full glory reflected, now shines in the stream. So remember, when you're reading this passage, everyone, think about each and every word and using intent. All right, ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. All right, let's move on to this next section for the reading. So again, I'll read both of these chunks of text, and then it will be your turn to read it back. So it should sound like this. 'Tis the star-spangled banner, oh long may it wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it when freshmen shall stand between their loved home and war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace may the heaven reduce land. Praise the power that hath made and preserved us a nation. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. We have one more passage, so let's go ahead and move on. Make sure you're reading this last passage with intent. It should sound like this. Then conquer we much when our cause it is just. And this be our motto, in God is our trust. And the star-spangled banner in triumph shall wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. All right, everyone, go ahead and read that back to me with intent. Ready, set, go. Excellent work. Okay, that concludes the reading section of today's exercises. Let's go ahead and move on to the very last part. We have cognitive exercises. So feel free to go ahead and grab a pen and paper so you can jot down the steps to a few different prompts. So if you need to, feel free to pause, grab some supplies, and then come on back and we'll get started. So for today, we are going to list out 4 or 5 prompts, or 4 or 5 steps, however many you think are necessary. And for this first one, we have the 4 or 5 steps to ordering ice cream from an ice cream truck. So go ahead, pause this video if you need a little bit of extra time, and write down a couple of steps that you would need to take in order to order or buy ice cream from an ice cream truck. All right, so the steps that I came up with are to first flag down the ice cream man, then look at the menu and decide what you want, then order your treat, and lastly, to pay and then enjoy. Now that I've shared my steps that I would take to order or purchase an ice cream from an ice cream truck, I'll have you all go ahead and read your steps to me using intent. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Thank you for sharing. Let's go ahead and move on to the next prompt. So for this one, please write down a few steps on how to drive a car. So if you go ahead and open the door to your car, sit down, what would you do next? Write out those steps, pause the video if you need a bit more time, and come on back and we'll compare. So for the steps to driving a car, the first step I said was to put your keys in the ignition. Next, start the car. Then step on the brake, so that way you can shift into drive. Then press on the gas pedal. So now go ahead and read back your steps to me with intent. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. So that was our last cognitive exercise for this morning. Let's go ahead and cool down. So for these last couple exercises, we are holding out that sustained ah like we have done previously. So first, let's start off with one loud ah for 5 seconds. Ready? Oh, excuse me, it should sound like this. Ah. So again, we want to use that nice low tone, such as we would use to speak, instead of using our high singing voice. All right, now it's your turn. Ready, set, go. Great work. Now let's hold out a long ah, but this time we are going to hold it out as long as we can. So make sure you're using good posture, sitting up nice and straight with your feet flat on the ground. We are going for about 20 to 25 seconds. That's our goal for holding out this long ah. I will count out the seconds for you, but feel free to grab a stopwatch or some other time measurements so you can help keep track of your own seconds. All right, so again, the loud ah should sound like this. Ah. Okay, so for round one, hold out that loud, long ah for as long as you can. Ready, set, go. Ten seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. Great work, everyone. That sounded nice and strong. Grab a sip of water if you need, and let's dive into the last long ah. All right, everyone, take a deep breath. Ready, set, go. 10 seconds. 15. 20. 25. 30. Great work, everyone. That is the last exercise for our cool down. So thanks so much for joining us. That's all I have for you today. If you have any ideas or comments, please send them to Lindsay's email, which is listed in blue on your screen. Make sure to keep up with these videos twice a day, every day. And I'll see you back here for the evening Parkinson's voice exercises later today. Thank you, and we'll see you later.